And we're back live with Harrowings of the Passing Show. It's a little bit of who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C., wearing my Dead in the Desert shirt for the Egypt 78 shows that Grateful Dead did. My friend Bill Lemke and I got on today and talked a little bit about Aging Gratefully, his new book. And that was fun. And I don't know what we're up to next. But he's going to be doing a merch table thing at the Broken Angel show in Aurora, Illinois later. And who knows what's next? I'm just walking along in unstable internet at the moment. We're now near the Spanish Steps. Let me swing the uh, camera. I'll give you a look at the Spanish Steps. Little park here in Washington, D.C. This is S Street Northwest. Got some traffic coming down on me. And they're going to let me cross, so that's nice of them. Thank you. Yew tree here. Ivy. This is an invasive species. Really, I try to pull it out. It's not very good for the surrounding trees. It's tremendous elm, I think, that's growing up here next to the Ocean Ambassador's place. Let's swing around and take a look at the Spanish Steps, shall we? Good to have a couple of you with us. The passing show is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where. It's kind of raw documentation of the passing show, how life tends to go. You can see the granite lion trickling water out. It's bubbling over as well, pouring through. Some algae growing. All kinds of different species make up this world. You can see some ferns growing. To be very careful on these steps as I turn around. I'm going to go in and take part of a shift today at Daily Provisions. That's why I was in my Daily Provisions hat. What else is new? Well, we've seen that the Iran war is apparently ending. We're not a great success. Doesn't seem. No war is ever a great success. S Street Northwest. This little jaunt between Connecticut and Florida Avenues intersection is my domain, so to speak, my neighborhood. It's pretty safe. It's pretty well patrolled. A lot of very wealthy folks live in the neighborhood. Various levels of care being put into the different buildings. Ours is pretty well cared for by our homeowners association. Pay about $500 a month into that, which is relatively cheap by DC condo standards. The privilege of living here in peace and tranquility. There you can see how the hill just sort of declines, goes way up. And that's why they called it Colorama. Beautiful view. Colorama Court is actually the name of my condominiums. You can see these places here, tower. I'd be very careful walking along because it's not easy to get up if I fall. It's my experience. Haven't done that in a little while. Sotheby's International Realty is selling 2131 S Street. The Embassy of Costa Rica right across the street. Talk about international realty. That is Costa Rican territory. backs up onto the Friends Meeting House, Society of Friends. Quakers, as they're colloquially known. See some crepe myrtles popping open. They didn't grow much north of here, although their range is being extended. The black-eyed Susan's growing here. A few daylilies. I don't know what the little blue flowers are, but that's begonias. I don't know what these little feathery flowers are either. Miniature petunias. A little bird bath there. Looks like it's dried up for now. And the passing show goes on. We're weaving history. Everybody's decisions are working together to create the worlds we are making for our descendants. It would be nice if we'd all be concentrated on being good ancestors. Coldwell Banker Realty. Beautiful, beautiful little bees on our lavender. Love to see the bees at work. Might be nice to trace them if I could to their location of their honey. I just want them to be successful as much as possible. We've got to save the bees. We've got to save all wildlife. We've got to think about how all life works together. I call it radical utilitarianism, the greatest happiness of the greatest number of species on the planet. And we can use our technology to leverage that so we don't do so much damage. We can mitigate the damage we've done by leveraging the technologies we have, but will we? That's the question. A lot of harm's being done. It's not like we don't know it. It's like not like we don't know how to mitigate it. It is like we do cost benefit analysis and look at the short range gains instead of the long termism. I want to think in terms of 700 years. There are others who are talking in terms of 300 years, and we'll get into that. I'll get into that a little later. So look for more on Harrowing's podcast. Did one today, we'll do one tomorrow. Sue Cawthorn is going to be my guest. I think we're going to talk a bit about Mayor Baba and her understanding from across the pond, about 4 p.m. her time, about 11 a.m. my time. Really looking forward to that one too, because that's going to be wide ranging. I've not got a plan, but maybe I'll make one. I made one sort of like less than 24 hours in advance. And thanks for joining if you have. Good to have you on board. Remember, every cent spent's a vote for the kind of world we're co-creating. And if we know better, we should do better. Be a good ancestor. And I'm out here.